Hey guys, it's Sam Joseph here. Currently a player at Virginia Tech, play soccer, and I'm on my summer break right now. Lucky enough to be getting interviewed by SideQuest Blogs, and we're going to be doing an interview through Jenga. So, yeah. 46. What are some book recommendations or a film you would say has made an impact on your life? I would say there's three that come to mind. Firstly, for a movie, I would watch a movie called Undefeated. It's about a high school underprivileged youth football team, and they're trying to make the playoffs, and it's a documentary. It's my favorite movie. I watched it growing up. My first time watching was about 8 years old, so that really has an impact on me. I kind of watch it every year. It's really important in my life. The other two books, one's related to sports, the other one's not. It is called, I'll do the first one, which is called Inner Excellence, which is about sports psychology. And yeah, there's that one. And then the second one is, I think it's called The Meaning of Life, or something like that, by Viktor Frankl. And it's a book about him finding meaning in anything, especially through the Holocaust, which he was able to survive. So those three have really impacted my life. Yeah. Second one. 47. What are the odds? Okay. What is one moment that has made you proud? I would say one moment that has made me proud was, sports is more my life, so those accolades are like the games and practices it's not really about being proud. I'd say the stuff that I do on the outside with giving, like trying to help people. So I would say mentoring. I'm proud of that. I mentor. I think it's a good thing that I think more people should do it and try to give back in whatever platform they have. So yeah, I enjoy mentoring, and I think that's something to be proud of. So yeah. I'm going to take one from the top. 45. I'm on a roll. 45, 46, 47. What are the odds? That is crazy. Okay. Third question. Do you have any life motto? Yeah, I would say I do. I think the biggest motto I have for life is that you never know when it's going to end. I think people get caught up in the idea that our life is very long and that we have like all the time of the day to do whatever we want, and we have a couple months and a couple years to make decisions, and so we can just wait. I'm going to wait until do this, I'm going to wait until that. But I think when you start to realize that you never know, like I know people, this past month I know some people that have passed away, and I guarantee you those people do not know that they were going to pass away. So take action, I think, is a big one in my life. And a motto is just, you never know when it's going to happen. So take action, don't wait for things to happen, just make it happen. So yeah. 22. I guess we'll build a blog. Next question. As a soccer mentor, what makes a mentee or player stand out? I think everyone's different when it comes to who I mentor. I mentor everyone, no matter what level or age or place in their progress that they're at. So I don't think anything really makes them stand out. I think if there is one thing that maybe makes them stand out, it's their humbleness. I find it insane. The kids that I mentor, some of them are so mature and humble that at that age, for me, I was nowhere near that. So to see a kid that's 12 years old, I have a couple kids that I mentor, and some of them one of them is 12, and I'm thinking of him right now. He's like so mature, and I tell him this stuff all the time. I'm like, you're so ahead of your time. You just got to keep on being you. And I think being humble and mature and emotionally intelligent at a young age really helps you stand out. So I'd say being humble is a really big one. 41. Is there anything special about your number on the field? If so, do you have a lucky number? I think the number 1 as a goalkeeper is a really special number. Some goalies, it's usually for the goalie. No one else really wears that on the field. Some goalies will wear 32, 23, numbers like that. I prefer number 1. I just think wearing that number comes with a lot of responsibility, and I think it's just amazing to wear that number. So I don't think that it's like a lucky number just because it's for goalkeepers, but maybe a special number or a lucky number. I guess 1. I think there's a lot of things that come with 1, being number 1, trying to be the best, things like that. But yeah, as a goalie, you really just have that 1 number, so it's special. 13.
Did you practice here a lot, like when you were here?
So yeah, we would practice here every day basically. It never looked this good. This looks really nice. But yeah, there's pro teams playing on our home. So this is our practice field. And then over there, you see that white tent? That's our home field. That's where I think Inter Milan might be playing there, or someone. It's unbelievable. Okay, what am I doing? 13. Question 13. Where is it? Where are you at? Right here. Unlucky number right here. Question 13. How would you say you manage balancing and coming up with content ideas in between maintaining a successful soccer career? I'd say when it comes to balancing soccer and content, understanding that I have control, meaning I don't have to make content if I don't want to. I'm going to play soccer, so that's always the number 1 thing. So if I want to stop making content, I have the power to do so, and I just don't have to. So this summer and in the past spring, I've been making content, but when it comes to the fall, I'm going to stop making content because that's my priority. Just like everything else in my life, I enjoy what I have on the off season while working hard. By the time I get to the fall, that stuff is kind of not really as important to me because the priority is the fall, my fall season. So when it comes to balancing and things like that, I would say that's a big one. And then also day-to-day things. I think it's actually fun. I think part of the reason why I do it is because it's fun. So creating content and things like that, balancing it doesn't really strain me because I'm doing it for fun. As soon as it becomes not fun, then I'll stop. So today I'm going to post a reel because that's just my schedule. I post a reel every other day. So yesterday I posted on my story. Today will be a reel. And then tomorrow I'll post on my story. And so I know that after this, I'm going to go to a coffee shop and post a reel and read a little bit. But there's no, it's not stressing me out because I don't have to do it. I do have to go to practice and play games and play at my best, but I want to do that stuff. So I think there's just two different ways of looking at it for balance. Okay. 8. Question 8.
Glad you can read my handwriting.
I have really bad handwriting, so that's probably why, honestly. Question 8. Can you tell us about what made you choose soccer as a sport you wanted to pursue? I grew up playing baseball, basketball, football, and soccer. So those 4 sports kind of ran my life up until I was about 16. So I played all 4 sports up until I was 16, a sophomore in high school. And then my arm started hurting for baseball, so I stopped playing baseball. For football, I was a wide receiver. too slow, but my hands were great. And then for basketball, it was in the same season as soccer, so I had to choose those two, and it just happened to be soccer. I think I was gravitating towards the goalie position. And so from there, I had like all that energy that I put into all those different sports, and I just put it into one, and it's kind of taken over my life from there. I only started playing goalie when I was about 13, maybe 14, and then from there, it kind of just took off, but it was very slow, and I was just very lucky to be able to have like the opportunity to have all that energy from 4 different sports and just put it into one. Yeah. Okay, question 44. 44. What is your favorite hobby outside of soccer? Probably hanging out with my friends. That's a big one. Could be anything. I read and stuff, and I read and do other extracurricular activities, but I think hanging out with my friends, like the other night we just went to Texas Roadhouse, and we all went with like 5 or 6 people, only 2 of us ate because we were just wanted to hang out. So it was really just an excuse for us to hang out. So I think hanging out with my friends and just spending time with them is my way of kind of relaxing, I guess, for hobbies and stuff like that and activities. I read. That really puts me into a good place. But yeah, I guess reading and spending time with friends and family, and then what else? Yeah, that's really it. 40. Question. What is your favorite meal before game day? So game day meal at UCLA, it was Chipotle, which really raises the eyebrows of a lot of people because they think Chipotle is going to blow you up. But if you get the right things there, it's not really going to do that. I mean, I would always just get chicken and white rice, double white rice. That's not going to blow me up. So I would say that. At Virginia Tech, we do pasta. We go to an Italian place and we eat pasta, which is actually a lot of fun. So I would say out of those two, I would probably pick Chipotle, just because I think rice and chicken sits with me a little bit better than chicken Alfredo. But I think the camaraderie at VT, at Virginia Tech, where we all eat together, and like at this restaurant, Italian restaurant before games, is like a lot better. I enjoy that a lot more. But yeah, I kind of eat. I don't really eat for like wants or anything, but kind of more for calories and intake, just for the game.
Yeah, and I was like watching, I think it was like your first post on your YouTube channel, like the day.
Oh yeah.
And did you read the comments where like, because I was reading them, they were like, eating rice and chicken at like 8 in the morning is crazy.
Yeah, that was, my days have completely changed. So now I made a new day in life at Virginia Tech just to give people the difference. That was my sophomore year or freshman year, I think. And so now no, that was my sophomore year. Now I'm a senior, so it's different. I take care of myself differently. I take different things, eat different things. But yeah, at that point I was eating rice and chicken at like 9:30 in the morning. I mean, it's not that crazy when you think about it. It sounds kind of crazy because it's rice and chicken. It sounds harsh. But at that point I already had breakfast and I needed something to fuel myself to go to practice. So I had already made rice and chicken. I like prepped it for the week. So it wasn't that crazy to me. But people really found that really funny on the video. So yeah, I think one of my friends commented on the video and it has like 1,000 likes or something. But yeah. Question 34.
Are you gonna post the Virginia Tech thing live?
Yeah. So my goal for that one is I recorded it all, and now I've just been editing. I love editing. So honestly, I would consider making videos like a hobby for sure.
Yeah.
So I loved editing. I enjoyed taking the time. So like that YouTube one that I posted, I wanted to see if I could go viral for it, and I also wanted to see like it was fun to make. I don't like putting my like face into it. Like if you tell like I'm not speaking in that video. It's just kind of like Drake's in the background, and I'm just kind of showing you what UCLA is like. But yeah, the new one's completely different than the lifestyle I was living at UCLA. UCLA is more, I was very busy that day doing a whole bunch of stuff with class and all that. Same thing, busy, but I was with a whole bunch of people. The Virginia Tech day in life is a lot more by myself, kind of doing my day-to-day things in a place where it's not as busy as LA. Blacksburg is a lot more quiet. But that one's going to be cool. I don't know what album I'm going to use, because last time I used Drake, but I don't know if I want to use Drake or Frank Ocean. We'll see. But yeah. Okay, question 34. What is your biggest soccer highlight you still think of? There's probably two that stick out. I had a good game against Stanford my sophomore season, and that year we won the Pac-12, which was great. And then second one, I would say we played Wisconsin this past season. When I was at UCLA, we played Wisconsin. This was my second to last game. So we played Wisconsin, and I did not do great that game. Like, I was really struggling that game, but I still was performing. So I was still able to like keep a level head and not deal with the mistakes, not think about the past that was happening in the game. I kind of just focused on what's going on right now in the present and making saves. I think that was a big game for me, just to realize, like, yeah, I can make mistakes, but I can still keep my head in the game. That was a big one. But yeah, I would say those two games.